when I moved to Edmonton and decided that, my woo had safe spaces, it was really bumpy spaces, but safe spaces. The common theme that has happened is this is so funny. To my mind, like it's funny, not funny, I guess is what how you would describe it. Um, business, business. The business of healing, being a healer and being business. And when I was doing this before, I hated the work that I did from 9 to 5. Like it was soul sucking. I hated it. But I made really good money. That's the truth. I made really good money. And when I did do the Zhuge, it was so free because the payment part was like, if you don't fucking pay me, still don't need your money. I still don't need your money. But it allowed me to give in a way that was free. And now I live in a world where I need independence. I need financial independence. That's primarily, I have all the rest of the independence. I'm an extremely independent person. But I do not have financial independence. And this is a big, bone of contention for me. Shared money, taking other people's money, and my value inside of that. And I can see, links to how my parents presented their relationship with money into me and how it manifests. And last night I reached out to someone and I asked a question and they came back with such a good wallop. It has sat me on my ass. The notion is that am I being immature or expressing some sort of martyrdom in my opposition to being a business? And the undertone of that is a deep aspiration to be of service without limitations. And money is a limitation. That's we live in a world where that's a truth. And just because something is a limitation doesn't mean it's limitless, and doesn't mean you can't get past that. So let's not get into negative land here. But there are limits in which you have to navigate and explore and figure out how to work with and work around, and money being one of them. So that was the question. Am I being immature or expressing some sort of martyrdom? And I asked this person to consider me with this person, and I have an aspiration to be able to just give myself freely, but I still need to eat. I still need gas money. I still have to pay insurance. I still have, I still live in the 3D world. And they came back with, 2 points. One point being that it's a lack of understanding and muscle memory on how to navigate and oscillate between the 5D and the 3D, the 5D and the 3D. And I don't know that that's 5 and that's 3. I'm just using that as an example, like this side. So, divine feminine, sure, all the rest of that, hump into the masculine where you owe me $110, that kind of thing. And having to ask for that money and, in a way that is healthy. That's true. 100%. That is true for me. And that is deeply related into my value. And that goes back to childhood. And I can link it to which of my parents that came from, which is a very helpful thing. I have no idea what to do with it yet, but at least I have a string to follow. The other part that they responded with, which is the part that has sat me on my ass. Do I believe myself to be ascended beyond the requirements of the 3D world. What an ego. I've also joined a Facebook group that talks about, your business and how you're going to make it. And I've had a couple of interactions with, I'm not sure what the right term is, but I believe the person who sort of owns the page, that it's their creation. And not sure that that's landing either. um, I will come at someone, and I don't mean for it to come at, but it does. It gets pretty spitsy when I walk into these arenas, because I want depth. I want the seed. I want to not carry this forward anymore. I am changing. And the couple of interactions I've had with them, where they claim that they're creating a space for sharing, but and this is a great place for this work. Like, they always loop back to this fucking ChatGPT response kind of feeling, and there's not, like, that their oceans aren't deep enough, I feel like. And that's really ego, because I don't know their oceans. I don't know them. So the tumultuous day today is, am I an egotistical, spiritual bypassing kind of person? Am I that? When I think of selling something like the zhuzh, that really needs to be an intuitive experience, I don't know what to do with that. So I continue to have to take money from people to survive. Not because I zhuzh them. These are people that keep me alive. This is people that keep me alive, not from work. And I'm so grateful that they've kept me alive. That they feel that I'm worthy enough to keep alive. I need to be able to take care of me, because it's unconditional. And for as much as people say that they will love you, when it comes down to money, it's my experience that is not true. That's not true. So it's not feeling safe inside to fully express, to fully be, to fully follow my guides, my intuition, my journey, when it's funded by somebody else. Without work. See, you fall right back into it like that one. What a lovely full lunar eclipse this is. So many marvelous endings. I look forward to see where this lands me. Yeah, I look forward to seeing where this lands me. My hot flash fan. The little wee fan. The end of days for this shit inside of my body. Hopefully. So I'm going to go and chop wood, lug water, and let this percolate. Tomorrow's going to be a new day. Only love lives here. Only love lives here. Only love.